together. Although we've been talking about fairy tales and love, I think in the end I realized this wasn't a fairy tale love. But it was good while it lasted.
It was definitely good while it lasted.
It was good while it lasted.
It was just crazy how it all just happened, and it was just like
It was.
y'all like
Clicked.
connected
In less than 24 hours.
like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was interesting. So, and I can be very what's the word I'm looking for? Very I don't know. Like I love.
Me too.
So whenever it comes down to it, if I know that it like is kind of feeling like, oh, he's feeling me, I'm feeling him, I'm roll with it.
But that's definitely how it was. Like he was just like, "Hey, you're beautiful."
It was amazing.
Yeah. First of all, no, he actually.
Wait, let's back it up.
Start
Let's
from the
start
beginning.
from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. So we decided to go to brunch at this bar called Ember. Shout out to Dirty Birds Chicken.
Shout out to Dirty Birds.
Food was
That
fire.
food.
And so when we were at brunch, basically the bartender, well, first and foremost, we're always late. If we would have got there before 2 p.m., it was $10 mimosas, but we got there like 2:05. Drea still got the mimosas.
They wouldn't even let us get there for 10.
They was like, you're
was
5
like,
minutes
ah.
late. We can't twist
Well,
your
I guess
register.
because of the system, it rings up as 25 after 2. But it's okay because I still got my mimosa, $25 unlimited mimosas.
Which $25 for a mimosa isn't terrible. But at that point, I was like, just give me a double.
Right. Give me a
Because
double tequila.
Because we was going to a pool party, so it was like a lit ass Saturday. We were like,
It was
we about to
lit.
go to a pool party. We about to be lit, so we might as well get drunk. So she got the mimosas, I got tequila, and we were sitting there talking and getting ready to like just go to the pool party. It was like our pregame.
We was just in our own little vibe, just chilling,
Yeah.
singing the songs.
We was having a
on
Misha and Drea
Snapchat.
day.
Just best friends doing what best
Yes,
friends do,
it was-
enjoying our company.
Enjoying stuff.
Enjoying each other's company, I should say.
So what ended up happening was one of the bartenders came over and was like, hey, this guy wants to buy you guys both unlimited mimosas. And Drea had some, so they were like, well, we'll get you a drink. And me,
Yeah.
I didn't. But I was like, anybody buy you a drink? You're like, who about the drink? Let me know
Right.
about the drink. So they were like, he's in the bathroom. But all I could remember was like an old man being over there. So I'm like, now I got to tell this old man thank you.
I'm weak. Not the old man. Don't do that to the old nigga.
I was about to say, old man ain't my cup
I
of tea.
love the old man. Not that damn old, but I like a little 40-ish.
Don't lie to the people. 50-ish. And
no, 50-ish and up.
no, motherfucker, don't lie.
Okay.
Don't get on this bitch. Trying to
60
lie.
and down.
But me, I don't turn up like that. I cut it off. I probably could say if you a
35.
good looking 40-year-old, I might go to
There's some
40.
good looking 40s.
But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, I'm not even 30 yet. I'm not jumping past 30.
Nope.
So anyways, we're waiting on this guy to come out so we can say thank you in a polite way. And when he steps out, he's not an old man. He was a very fine young man.
Very fine. He had. I can't even.
Damn.
Say. I'm sorry.
Speaking of my nigga.
I be telling. Listen, I told Misha 1,000 times how fine that nigga was. So he is really cute.
Yeah. He was fine.
But he
And
was
he
fine
was
for
so
you. I wasn't-
charismatic. He came
Because he
over.
had a friend.
Yes, he did have a friend. So let me get to that part. My bad. So we were like, when we realized he came out and he started to come over,
Mm-hmm.
he introduced himself to us and he was like, oh, I'm really glad you like the mimosas. And we started talking and he's looking at me and he's like, my friend is with me. And his friend came over and started talking to Drea, which unfortunately me and Drea always end up talking to friends. It is like,
I
we
guess
talk
that's
to
what.
so many friends.
I guess that's what happens when you hang together. Someone's with someone.
They be
you're
like, she cute, she cute, she cute, she
we
cute.
We cute. Let's hang.
You got a girl with you? I got a boy with me. So we always end up talking to friends. And so Drea ended up kicking it with a guy.
Yes.
And she learned stuff about him. I learned about mine. He was young. So if y'all don't know this.
Young.
He was
Don't ever
young.
exaggerate.
If y'all don't know, I just turned 29 this past August. So this was before that. I think this was when I was like 28, and without giving
like
too
a
many
big age
details,
gap.
I was 28, and he told me he was 23.
Yeah.
He was 23, yeah. So he was 5 years younger than me, but he presented himself in a way that was just like, he's like, I got my own place. He was telling me how he was working. He was really an entrepreneur, and he was into all these things. He was like, making it seem like he got to go on. He had a kid. But he was like, I got it together. Like, I might be 23, but I'm holding my shit together. And I was like, shit.
And Misha fell in love after that.
The rest was history. So
I'm just like,
at that point, we finished brunch. Me and him continued to talk. I got to learn more about him, his background, and things like that. Then we went from brunch, and he's like, well, what are y'all about to do? So Drea had explained to him we're going to this pool party.
we went to the pool party. They was right behind us, y'all. They came everywhere we went.
Yes.
They literally hung with us the whole entire day. Like, and it was lit. It was a good time. Like,
it was. Really
it's a good feeling meeting people, and then you could just vibe and hang with them.
click.
Smoke some weed, drink some
Who
drink.
said we was doing all that?
Oh, I did.
But anyways, so we get to the pool party. This is prior to Skyboard closing.
I love smoking.
We got in the pool, and this is how I knew my dude liked me. I don't know about you, but this is how I knew my dude liked me. Because I was we had bathing suits on. We was ready for the pool. I get in the water. I'm starting to play like volleyball or whatever. He got in the water with his shorts on. He did.
To play. I said, okay, this is what we're doing here.
He was like, I ain't letting you go. And he was just smiling and playing. He was so cute.
And then again, he's 23, so he's still a baby.
What under the ears? Yeah.
He's still
the old head was getting him. Like, But and the young boys love me, and that's something I gotta understand. I don't know why, but
the young boys love me too. But I just can't.
I don't really like. 23 was a bit young, and I would like to be.
That's a baby.
I want to be in a serious relationship, and I don't. I know me at 23.
Oh,
I moved in with my ex at 23, but that was
my ex too.
Dumb decision.
Yep, same here. Now I got a baby.
But yeah, so then the pool party starts, and at this point he has told me that he has a baby. He was like maybe 9 months or a year, like somewhere around. I think he was like 9 months, something like that. So he's telling me about his baby. I knew he has a baby, and he was like, "Yeah, I actually need to go check on my child real quick. But I know you're at the pool party right now, but can I take you out to dinner after I'm done?" And I'm like,
"Dinner? Who goes to dinner?"
We just met in brunch.
Right.
You paid for the mimosas. We just went to the pool party together, and they bought us drinks, I think, at the pool.
Yeah, they definitely did.
And now you want to go to dinner.
But the thing is, they wasn't just buying drinks for like us.
They was buying it for everybody.
Yeah, we was with other people, and they was like really just blended in with our other friends, and it was like cool. Like, this is dope. Like,
well, tell us about your dude.
No. No telling about my too.
It's cool because I told Dre when we did the story time, I would run my tapes and she didn't have to tell her.
I mean, because mine really wasn't a fairy tale like Misha's.
It wasn't a fairy tale.
I hung with my dude a couple times, and we cooked together, and
clicked. I mean, so from that moment, so at that point, I leave the pool party, and I hit him up. And he's like, "I'll pick you up from your house," and I'm like, "Okay." So he picks me up. I throw on this cute little outfit real quick. And at this point, I'm faded because we've been drinking since brunch. So I'm gone. And he's like, "All right, well, we're going to get tacos." So we're going to get tacos.
Y'all did go get tacos.
I couldn't even eat them tacos. I was sitting there like this.
Tacos.
And I think he got me another drink while I was getting tacos. So I'm like this.
Trying to eat and what?
I was going back. And then I'm like, all right, whatever. I can't do this. So at that point, we continue our fairy tale love affair. And he had to stop at a friend's or whatever because his friend was out of town. And so we stopped at the house and made sure everything was cool. And we're making out, and everything is just like, it's like we clicked. Like, it's not even 24 hours yet, and I'm just like, wow. I am going to hang with this man. Right. Like, this man, like, I can hang around him all fucking day. Like, I want to hang around.
Well, let's get to the next day.
Well, wait, let me stay on the day, because I ain't even
the next day.
So, that night, I ended up spending the night with him. I did not fuck this man, but I spent the night with him. This is important.
Okay.
That's before I get the next day. So, he took me back to, after we went to the house, he took me back to his house. So all this happened within 24 hours. You're going to think I'm crazy as fuck. This bitch just met this nigga and now she's spending the night. But I didn't sleep with him, whatever. So I wake up in the morning and he has his child at the house. And I'm thoroughly confused on where the baby came from. But I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, I'm going to head out. And he's like, well, wait. He had to do something that day, and he's like, "I know this is going to sound very crazy, but you seem like a really, really cool person. Could you watch my baby for me?"
I'm like, well, knowing the nice person I am, I'm like, sure.
And that's what I did.
Sure, bring the baby over. I love kids.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's like, we just met, and you're asking me to watch your son.
I know. And that was the thing, and he was like,
you trust me?
And even he said it. He's like, "I know this is crazy. I know this is like,
you could have been a killer,
like anything." And he was like, "But you seem cool, and I need help." And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Because I do like kids.
I love kids.
Even though I don't have any, I do like them. And I'm just like, you know what? You're in a bind.
I'm here to help.
I'll help. So I end up taking his kid. He ends up we end up going to where he needs to go to handle what he needs to handle. And he gives me the card that he had, and he tells me that basically
No, I was itching my Stop.
Oh, my bad. But he basically gives me a card he had, and he's like, listen, you could take the baby to your house. I'll be back in a couple hours. It wasn't going to be long. It was just a couple hours. But it's still crazy. So I go back to the house, and I have this baby, and the baby is crying. And I'm looking at the baby, and the baby's looking at me, and I'm like, and I'm trying to figure out different stuff to turn on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really have somebody's baby, and like,
you gotta pick up the baby.
I remember my friends was FaceTiming me, and they like, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. And they was like, who baby is that? And I was like, well, I met this guy yesterday. They was like, the fuck? I'm like, well, I met this guy. They're like, just when we think that you can't top yourself, when we think you can't top yourself, you babysit a baby that a man you had yesterday. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe if this is it, this is it. So, at that point, he picks up his baby, and he even makes a joke. He's like, this works out, we gonna be set. Me and you gonna be set. I'm like, yeah, fairy tale.
But that's the key word.
At that point, he comes and gets the baby, and I think we end up texting throughout the day, talking on the phone or whatever. I think the next day hits, and he asked me to come hang out with him and his friends at his friend's like pool, that was part of his apartment building. I'm like, hell yeah, who's turning down a free pool party? So I go and hang. And I'm enjoying myself, and we're having a great night, and we're back into that la 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 land.
In love.
And we're just, it's back, you know. And he's like, I like you. I'm like, I like you. He's like, I could see myself being with you. Now this is day 2. He's like, I could see myself being with you, like something about you. I'm like, shit.
Day
like,
2 though?
This nigga even was telling me, let's go to Made in America. I'm like, shit, let's go do it. Let's do it. Let's do it all. Let's go to Rome. Let's go to Paris. Let's go to France. That's how I know that girl was. I know how she feels. I know how she feel. She talking about this is like fairy tale. This man met me the day after my birthday. Yes, baby. Where you want to go? Just take me.
Book a flight.
Book a flight. Book the trip.
Just let me know.
Wherever he wanted to go, I'm with. And we're taking pictures. I got a couple pictures. I got a couple pictures in my phone.
Yeah, I got the pictures.
We're taking
pictures. Of course,
pictures.
I got the picture. I'm like, oh, y'all's cute as hell. Y'all's real happy looking together.
Yes, we were having a time, and
I was like, she's in love.
And it continued on for like a couple weeks.
It definitely was some.
You know, it was we had there was a little bit of weird stuff that happened, not between me and him. Like there was some stuff that happened, like he went through some personal things, and I was there. I still was like cool, but I vibed with him. I was like, I like him. It seems like a very young boy who's trying to figure things out, but in a very mature spot. Because at 23, like, I had my own place, but I was sharing it with my ex. Like, he had his own place. He was trying to figure life out. And then it hit this point where I was just like, this ain't going to work for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And the reason why it wasn't going to work for me was multiple reasons. As time went on, it wasn't I don't have nothing bad to say about that man. I want it to be known because I don't know if he watches the show or not. But if he does, I don't have anything bad to say about him. Things were moving really fast, and I got a little scared because I was not ready for somebody that needed me that much. After a while, it felt like he needed me in certain aspects. Yeah. And it wasn't that I can't be needed and I can't help, but I felt like his problems were becoming mine. Mm-hmm. In such a quick time.
Right.
And for me, it was just like, if I'm going to be with somebody now at 29, I want it to be teamwork. Like, right. I don't want to be telling you how to do, and I wasn't telling him how to do stuff, but I felt myself wanting to give him game.
Right.
Wanting to tell him, like, oh, you should do this. You should do that. Oh, you need help with that. You need help with that. And it was me. Right. It's my personality. Exactly. I know me. Like, I want to be there for my nigga. If that's my nigga, I want to do what I need to do for him. And I just felt myself going into a spiral that I didn't need to go into with him. And he wanted to see me and continue to see me. We hung out a couple times. We hung out with the baby. I had the baby a couple more times. The baby was cool as shit. The baby was cool as shit. It was cool shit. We went out to eat a couple times with the baby, you know.
Oh, y'all was playing house.
We was having a good time. You came to the house a couple times.
Oh, I did.
We went to the club a couple times together. We had a time. We had a good time, but
things had to end.
It was
unfortunate.
I would say I think although it was hot and quick and everything was like, I think what scared me the most was just like, we don't really know each other. And was this really going to work?
I mean, it could have. Y'all could have got to know each other more every day.
But he did something that turned me off that I'm not going to say on this show.
But as the days were going on, it was like, all right, you keep more and more of his issues were just falling on you. So it's like, I got to get out of this.
Yeah, and
It could have been better, but.
and there was something he did that turned me off that I will not disclose, but he did do something that made me say, like, I'm going to separate myself. But he was still, like, consistent. He was like, what's up with you? What you doing? How you doing? I want to see you. Da, da, da. And I just, like, backed away.
He probably didn't, you were probably his first older.
No.
No?
He told me he went way older before.
Whoa.
He told me he went up 60 before. And he's 23. That's
Ain't no
trifling.
60.
I swear he told me he was really
lied.
60. You
He
think?
just wanted to
And
say
that was another
He's
thing.
lying.
I do feel like he was lying to me because I feel like he was
You ain't
from.
hit no 60-year-old.
He told me he was from out of town and would be here a lot, but I really think he was from here.
He probably
And I feel like, and that's one thing I don't like. That's why I don't like when I can't do background checks on a nigga.
Jesus, help me.
Because I don't trust them sometimes. It's like, and that shit right there is what scares me. Everything was so good. So boo, boo, boo. Oh, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. I want to take you here. I want to be there. I want to be with you. Then you got problems that's falling on me.
Jesus.
Now I don't even believe that you are who you say you are.
All right, well.
So in the end, I wouldn't say, I think our schedules conflicted. And when we were supposed to link up again, it just didn't happen. And the last time it didn't happen, neither of us hit each other up again, and God bless, on to the next. But yeah, I had a little romance there for a little while. He even wanted to meet. He did meet my mom.
Oh, Jesus.
He met my
did.
fucking mom.
He did.
But I always say meeting my mom is not a flex because that's the
You
homie.
gotta meet the dad.
That's the homie. You met my mom. That's the homie. The homie know about you already. I told the homie about
when
you.
you meet her dad, then that's when you know you in. Cause he crazy. So no,
I'm done. My dad is
no,
not
her
crazy.
dad's
He's
chill and cool as hell.
My mom is crazy. Well, she watched this show. I love you, mama.
I love you, mama.
But my mom will take somebody's neck off,
Her mom
cuss them out
crazy
in 2
too.
seconds, and not give one damn.
Not at
She'll
all.
cuss you out so quick you won't even get a chance to blink. But yes, he met my mom, and my mom met his son.
Damn.
Because his son was with him. But yeah, you know what? I'm a big advocate. I'm gonna do what's for me. And at that moment, he was no longer for me. He served the purpose until he served the purpose. And no offense to that baby, that child, not the actual baby, him, because he was a child. He was 23. But I live a different lifestyle these days, and I cannot help anybody build up.